Hello and welcome to this special Google Meet edition of Issues and Insights. I'm Gina Ryan, Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. And today we have a special guests. They are Hardin County branch members of the NAACP. Joining us is the president, Joyce Beasley, and also Michelle Jones, who is the political action chairperson for our local branch. Joyce, as president of the Hardin County branch of the NAACP, can you tell us a little bit of the history of the organization?
Certainly. And first, I'd like to thank you for asking us to be here with you today. This is quite an honor. Our organization is called the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or fondly known as the NAACP. It was established in 1909 and is America's oldest and largest civil rights organization in America. It was organized first in New York City by a group of white and Black activists in response to the ongoing violence against African Americans. There were constant lynchings and riots where white rioters burned homes and entire communities of Black people. So this organization was truly needed. Hardin County NAACP began around 1973 and continued until 1980 and became active again in 1988 to present. They've had 15 local presidents, 29 Freedom Fund banquets, and 30 MLK fundraisers.
Joyce, currently how many members does your organization have, and how does your organization expand its membership?
The number of Hardin County members currently is approximately 97. We have been able to expand our membership through membership drives during our fundraising events to increase our membership or by word of mouth.
Awesome. What's the purpose of the local branch? Are you involved with the national branch in any way? What's that purpose?
All branches of the NAACP are associated with the headquarters, which is located in Baltimore, Maryland. And the mission and the purpose of the NAACP is to improve the political, educational, social, and economic status of minority groups, and to eliminate racial discrimination and to keep the public aware of adverse effects of racial discrimination.
What kinds of programs and events do you organize or organize and have every year? And tell us a little bit about those events and what each one does for the community.
Okay, I'll be answering that question. Our events involve the MLK celebration, or the Lottie O. Robinson Scholarship Fundraiser in January, our Black History program with the community and with the school system is another event in February. And we ask the teachers to allow the students to save any projects that they do during the month of February and then display those at our banquet of sorts during the last week of the month. Due to COVID-19, we'll be doing a virtual event this year. We also have Juneteenth celebration in June, where we celebrate true African-American freedom from slavery. We also have our Freedom Fund banquet in September. We're also now in the process of developing several projects that will benefit our minority children, which include Black and Brown students and students who identify as LGBTQ population. We'll also develop programs to help our military and veteran families. We also have a program that's called Born for Greatness Project, which is mentoring our young children and purchasing books for the schools with students in high poverty level areas. The Project Teen Success is a mentoring and tutoring program for the middle to high school students. We also will be developing different programs throughout the year to help our families with housing and various economic issues, things like that.
Great. Now we are taping this just prior to your annual Martin Luther King Day celebration, and we have been there on location many times, every year since I've been with Hardin County Schools. But tell us a little bit more about that program, what's going to take place, and how people can watch or participate in any way.
I'll take that question for you. And this will be a virtual event that will be held on January 18th at 11 a.m. This will be our 30th celebration honoring Dr. Martin Luther King. And this event will highlight our student winners from kindergarten through 12th grade. The categories for the various age groups are posters for kindergarten through 5th grade. The second category is 6th through 8th for poetry, and 9 through 12 is for essays. The work has to reflect the theme given to the current year.
How many winners in each category?
And this year, this will be a virtual event where normally, it's in person, normally held at Pritchard Community Center. And this event will be held on January 18th at 11 a.m. And this will be our 30th year celebrating and honoring Dr. Martin Luther King. This event will highlight our student winners from kindergarten through 12th grade. Kindergarten through the categories for the various age groups are posters for KG through 5. 6th grade through 8th grade is poetry, and 9th through 12th will be essays. And their work has to reflect this year's themes.
How do you go about picking the theme from year to year?
Well, we discuss it, and we decide, depending on what's going on in the world, in our area, we decide, we come up with a theme to reflect what's happening, and that's how we do that.
Tell me about this year's theme.
The theme for this year is Silence is Betrayal, which was taken from the quote, "In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends," which basically means that we're all guilty of it in some form or fashion. We know something is wrong, and rather than speak up for the fear of people belittling us or harassing us or speaking up for what is right, we choose to be silenced. And by being silenced, it's a form of betrayal for not doing the right thing. And that's our theme this year. Silence is betrayal.
What are the fees to join both nationally and our local branch?
All right, for adult membership, it's $30 a year for a regular membership. It's $750 for a lifetime membership. And Golden Life is $1,500, and a Diamond Life membership is $2,500. And these can be paid in installments. You don't have to pay the life memberships all at once unless you just want to.
Is the $30 individual, is that for both the national and the local branch?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me interject this right quick. It's all one fee. We don't have a local fee, membership fee, and a national membership fee. The fee is across the board for everyone, for all branches, headquarters, and everything.
Right.
And once they join, they will get invites to the upcoming meetings, Joyce?
Exactly. Exactly.
And they don't have to join to be a participant or a viewer of the upcoming NMLK Day, but we want them to also not only participate there, but be an active member in the program, in the organization itself.
Yes, we do. Exactly right.
Do you have a special guest speaker this year?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we sure do. I'm intrigued with our guest speaker this year. Our guest speaker this year, his name is Tabry Fall. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's 12 years old. He spoke at John Lewis's funeral, and he's an outstanding young man. Outstanding. He amazes me because his trek with civil rights, to be of such a young age and to be so involved in civil rights is amazing to me. And we just felt that this would be the perfect gentleman to speak to our children this year. And this would give our children something positive to look at, someone their age with such an outstanding character and demeanor. We're just hoping that he can influence our children to do better and give something to look forward to and to get involved in what's going on in the world today as far as civil rights.
Terrific. Can anyone join the virtual meet or watch it as it's taking place?
Yes, anyone can join. Well, actually, it's $25 for adults. Okay, but anyone is welcome to join in, and it's on the NAACP Facebook page, and it will be advertised in the News Enterprise. And anyone is welcome to join the NAACP, even though it says it's a National Association for Colored People. It's for anyone and everyone.
Why is this event so important at this time? The Martin Luther King program. Why is this event so important at this time?
I'll take that question. This is an opportunity for us to honor a man who fought peacefully for equal rights for every African American in the United States. We are honored to continue his legacy of fighting for civil rights in a nonviolent way. We want to honor Dr. Martin Luther King for his courage and his endurance. Sadly, his works were not appreciated until years after his death. We are now able to openly celebrate what he did for every minority member of society. From the time of his death, his late wife and others fought for the nation to honor him by commemorating his birthday, and it took Congress over 15 years after his death for this bill to pass. So this holiday is very sacred to us, and we want to keep his dream alive and teach our children the importance of the struggles that African Americans have faced for centuries and continues to face to this day.
The fundraiser goes to support your scholarship funds, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. And can you tell us, Joyce, approximately how many scholarships and or a dollar amount do you all give out each year? And how does an individual go in about registering for a scholarship?
Our fundraiser, the money goes to, of course, our scholarship fund, and it goes directly into a scholarship fund in our bank account. The money, we've given 9 scholarships over the years, over my term, not over the years, over my term, 2 terms, 2 years last year, and then I'm starting this year. But we have given 9 scholarships of $500 each. One child received $1,000 for his scholarship. So what was your other question? I'm sorry.
Well, how do students go about applying for a scholarship?
How do they go about applying? We normally send the scholarship to the counselors or to each school, high school, and then they pass it out to the students. We've also had community members to say, hey, I know a 12th grader, can he get a scholarship application? So they have to apply through our application process. And then they're scored by our scholarship committee, and we determine who gets the scholarships from there.
Scholarship Central just started in our local community, where our students can go to that particular website and access those scholarships. And I believe that the local branch of the NAACP is in that location as well.
Okay.
I think they provide a link as well for that. Definitely, they provide information for students to be able to apply for those scholarships. So we really want to encourage students to apply for those. And is there a deadline for the scholarships this year?
We've been fairly lenient with that, but normally our deadline is probably the same as everyone else's, around April, first part of April, last part of March. Because
usually we do let me go back. I'm going to change this question, Leslie. I'll just say, one of the things that I love in our role at HCEC-TV is to showcase those scholarship winners. And usually our schools have a ceremony or a celebration where they recognize each of those students and have them come up. And that's always a great time of year. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it in person this year and not virtually. But we'll have to wait until it's usually in the middle of May prior to graduations taking place. And hopefully that'll look a lot different this year than it did last year, because we were in the midst of the pandemic at that point. How can individuals join the Hardin County branch? Can they go to your Facebook page and join that way, or do they need to inquire face-to-face, person-to-person? What can they do? Okay, we have been encouraged to allow people to go online. It's much quicker. You become a member immediately when you go online through the national network. So we are encouraging people to do that. But they can go on our Facebook page. There's a membership application there that they can apply using that membership application.
and then they can send the money directly to us through a Venmo account or mail it to our P.O. box.
Are you currently, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say our number is 3087. That's the Hardin County number, so that they will be attached to us. If they go online nationally, they will be able to attach to the Hardin County branch, which is 3087-B.
Great. We want to make sure that we get that local commitment
Exactly.
if they go on the national site. And is there an age range, or all ages can participate?
It is for all ages, and we have our youth. The youth are able to join the NAACP for free, so to speak. The adults pay for the children's memberships. So any child, we encourage them to join the NAACP because their membership is already paid.
Are you currently meeting virtually? Do you have a virtual meeting online that individuals can watch now? Or how often does your group come together, and what does that look like right now since we're in COVID-19 pandemic?
Right. We've been meeting virtually since April. So we meet once monthly, second Tuesday of each month.
Awesome. Is there anything, Joyce, that I haven't asked you, or Michelle, that you all would like to mention to our audience to reinforce how people can go about joining or participating in the upcoming MLK event?
We are hoping that they will go online. If they can go to the MLK celebration Eventbrite.com, and they can find us there so that they can purchase a ticket, or they can call me or Michelle, and we'll take any donation for the event. Any of our sponsors will be allowed to have access to the program for free, but that is how you can join us this year.
Did you want to give those phone numbers out loud? We'll put those numbers on the screen, and we'll also put the website information on the screen.
For Banks, her number is 270-304-5101. My number, of course, is Michelle Jones, 270-234-0837 or 270-300-8202. Ms. Williams' number is 270-351-2738. And of course, President Beasley's number is 270-401-2737.
It's awesome to have you all on today's program. Again, we want to encourage individuals to call those numbers or go to the website and donate. You know, even though we say it's pay a $25 fee, but it's really an actual donation that helps support your scholarship and all the events that you do hold as a great organization. So again, Joyce, I want to thank you for coming today, and Michelle for participating and letting our audience know some important information on issues and insights.
Okay, you're more than welcome. Thank you for having us.